Good morning, students. Today we will learn the role of diaphragm during breathing. Diaphragm, as you know, is a muscular sheet which is separating the respiratory organs from the abdominal organs, that is the digestive organs. So it is present below the lungs. Diaphragm originally is dome shaped. In the normal condition, diaphragm is dome shaped. When we inhale the air, the diaphragm becomes flat and straight, helping the lungs to increase in size and become inflated. So today, through a model, we are going to understand the role of diaphragm. Let us start with our activity. We have taken this PET bottle. The bottle has been cut from the bottom. You can see the bottle has been cut from the bottom. On the cap of the bottle, we have made a hole. We have made a hole in the cap of the bottle, and through that hole, a Y-shaped glass tube has been inserted. Through this hole which is being made in the cap of the bottle, a Y-shaped glass tube is passing. Right? And then we have sealed this from here. Right? Also, at the base of the Y-shaped glass tube, we have attached two green colored balloons. And these two green colored balloons are being tightly fitted at the base of the Y-shaped glass tube. Now, at the base of the bottle, another balloon has been placed. This orange colored balloon, it has been placed and is being completely sealed with the help of a sellotape, which is at the base of this bottle. So have you understood this? So now this model is depicting our respiratory organs. This Y-shaped glass tube, it is depicting the trachea, the windpipe, right? The windpipe is being depicted by the Y-shaped glass tube. These two balloons, green colored balloons, these are depicting your lungs. Okay? And this orange balloon, this is depicting the diaphragm. So now let us start with our activity. Before starting with the activity, let us understand the concept. This balloon, orange balloon, which is depicting the diaphragm, when it is dome shaped, when it is inside dome shaped, then the cavity of the chest, that is the thoracic cavity, it decreases in size, and hence all the air from the lungs, that is these green balloons, that will be thrown out. That will be taken out from the trachea to the outside. And when we take the diaphragm out, when we stretch it out, then because the internal thoracic cavity, it increases, the air is drawn into the lungs. The air is drawn inside the green balloons. So let us see what happens. So let us first place this diaphragm, this orange balloon, inside. So can you observe the green balloons? They are deflated. Now just take it out. Can you see the balloon is inflated now? Again deflation, again inflation. When the diaphragm is dome shaped inside, the internal thoracic cavity is decreased. Hence the air pressure inside is increased, which is forcing the air from the lungs to go out. And when I bring the diaphragm out, you can see the lungs have inflated. This is because now the thoracic cavity has increased and the air pressure inside the thoracic cavity has decreased. That is why the air from the outside atmosphere enters into the lungs through the trachea. Deflation, inflation, deflation, inflation, deflation, inflation. Diaphragm dome shaped inside, diaphragm outside, diaphragm inside, diaphragm outside. So have you understood the activity? So this diaphragm, when it is dome shaped, the lungs are deflated. When we bring them out, when the diaphragm is stretched, the lungs are inflated. You can see it very clearly. This way, because the internal cavity has increased, the air pressure inside has decreased. That is why the air from this nozzle, okay, of the Y-shaped glass tube, it enters into the Y-shaped glass tube. That is the trachea. And through the trachea, it enters into the lungs. Is it okay? One more time, let us just observe carefully and understand. Deflation of the lungs, inflation of the lungs. Deflation of the lungs, inflation of the lungs. Orange colored balloon is depicting the diaphragm and green colored balloon is depicting the lungs. So this is how the diaphragm, it helps during inhalation and exhalation, that is during breathing. This is the role of diaphragm in breathing. Diaphragm is basically increasing the chest cavity lengthwise, and thus the lungs get space and they get inflated. Thank you, children. This is all about the role of diaphragm during breathing. You all can try this activity at home at your own end. Thank you very much.